Hello, hello. As bloggers, we all know how important it is to network and engage with our readers. But for the introverts among us, that can be quite a challenge. Okay, so if you're one of those people that your palms get sweaty just at the mere mention of the word networking, then today's video is for you. Okay guys, I know that networking can seem really daunting sometimes, if not all the time. It can be pretty scary putting yourself out there, but there are so many benefits to it. And if you're gonna be a blogger, you really need to go through this. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you some tips on how you can network. Okay, so even for the most introverted of us, there's some simple things you can do, easy ways you can connect without having to put yourself out there too much. Okay, I did actually do a blog post about this over on jolinsdale.com, so you can check out the written version if you want there. But anyway, so the first thing you need to think about is you are not the only one that struggles with this, okay? I think even the most experienced and even extrovert bloggers out there, at least once in a while, have a kind of panic attack, if you like, over connecting with other people. And, they're worried about if they've said the right thing, or, how much they're gonna seem like there's a fine line between fan and stalker and all these different things that come into your head. I think everyone goes through them at some point, so you are not alone in this. Okay, we all get this. Okay, the second thing is you need to have a specific goal in mind. Okay, so that can do wonders for your motivation. Okay, so you need to think if you're going to an event, for example, then you need to have specific goals. Are there specific people you want to be speaking with at that event? Do you have a particular project in mind that you would like to find people to work with you on, to do a collaboration? Even if you don't know who those specific people are, have you got a rough idea of who you want to be going? And this applies to online as well. Okay, so are you interested in interviewing book bloggers, for example? Okay, that means you're going to want to network with other book bloggers. Okay, if you're doing something which is more specific to booktube, then obviously you're going to want to look out for people who do booktube and not just any old random book blogger. Okay, so you need to have your goals clear in your mind for what you want to do, because that's going to orientate you towards the right people. Okay, next up, start small. You don't have to go for the biggest names in the business straight off the bat. Okay, working with people who have smaller networks and smaller followings and things can actually be a great way to get you out of your comfort zone and interacting with others and networking with them, because those people that have a smaller fan base and a smaller following, they're actually more likely to reply to you anyway and engage with you and actually want to get to know you. So don't think you always have to go straight away for the big players in the industry. Okay, so, and plus you can meet some amazing people. I know so many small book bloggers and booktubers who are just the best. Okay, and they taught me stuff that these big people in the industry don't even realize. So don't underestimate the smaller channels and things as well. Okay, now something you can do, which is super easy, is offer to help people. Okay, because if you're going out there and maybe someone's posted up a question because they're not sure how to do something and you know the answer, share it with them, help them. They're gonna think, oh, what a nice person for helping me with my problem, which I didn't know how to solve. So that gives you a gateway entry straight away. And it's all very positive because you're helping, you're spreading knowledge that it's not a huge tiring exercise for you because you know the answer, and it's going to literally take you seconds to fire it off, but that's going to start building a a really good relationship because it's built on you helping them. And so, yeah, look for ways that you can help people. Next up, do your research. Okay, if you are looking to connect with specific people, then you really need to do your research on those specific people to know how they tend to interact with people. So, they might not be someone that checks their DMs on Twitter. They only reply like via direct tweet. So there is no point in you sending them a DM, for example. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe they don't particularly like interacting on the public streams of things, but if you send them a private message, then you can have a really good conversation with them that goes back and forth forever, basically. So you need to do your research into these people. You need to know that if you are going to ask them specific questions and things, if they've literally done a blog post in like the past week where they cover that argument, I think it's going to be like, okay, so you want to collaborate on this, but did you know that I literally just posted content on that? And if it is, this doesn't mean you can't collaborate on the same topic still, but it means you might want to mention that you saw that they done that recently and that you wanted to add to it and stuff. So yeah, do your research. Okay, next up, for book bloggers specifically, well, actually no, this goes across social media as well, is commenting on their content. Okay, so if you want to work with someone and you want to get to know them and stuff, one of the easiest ways to do that is to hop on over to their blog and leave a comment on their posts. Click those like buttons, share their content, because it's going to show up on them. And trust me, if your name keeps popping up on like a regular basis, I'm not saying like every day, but on a regular basis, so that at least, a couple of times a month, your name is going to come up in their feed of notifications that you have commented or you've shared or you've mentioned them or whatever. They're going to start recognizing your name, okay? Which makes it a lot easier to actually start conversations and things with them as well. So if you're going for slow game that you don't want to reach out to them directly yet, a good thing to do is to get to know them a little bit beforehand. So read their content, comment on it, show them that you actually care about what they're doing. Okay. Next up is Facebook groups. Now, Facebook has lots of pros and cons to it, but the Facebook groups can be a great way to get to know other bloggers. Now, over the years, I have been a member of so many different Facebook groups. Even now, I probably have too many on there. I cut back a lot, because I just wasn't using them. There was a lot of groups which were for writers or bloggers, readers in general, but it was just like really spammy kind of content to the groups. And then I found some groups which are absolutely amazing, and we have like this really strong friendship between us and everything, and we're always helping each other out, and it goes beyond the Facebook group, like I said, about the comments and stuff like that. It just becomes natural that you share each other's content and things. So look for the right Facebook groups to participate in, and that can be a great way to start networking. Okay, next up is feature others on your blog. Okay, so this could be, this is something I really like doing. It's actually one of the easiest ways to network with other people, both the people that you already know, but also a good way to find new people to get to know. So you can offer to interview them on your blog, or maybe to participate in a guest post of some kind. Now, on my blog, I don't tend to host like singular guest posts. I tend to prefer to do, although I have in the past, but I tend to prefer to get a couple of different people together and do a kind of roundup post. So it's featuring several different people within the same post, which I really love. I also do like a roundup post in general, where it's just like sharing my own content mixed in with additional stuff from other people that kind of fills in the gaps of the content on my website as well, which is a great way to fill in the gaps. If you have something where it's like maybe you might be good at certain subjects, whereas you're not so good at others, if you find people that are good at that thing that you're not good at, then link into their content where they explain it really well. So work on featuring others on your blog. They will appreciate it and hopefully should be sharing it and things. If they're not, they're doing it so wrong and they have not understood anything about blogging, networking, anything about this industry, or even being a decent person. Because if someone hosts you, the least you can do is hop on over to that post and comment on it and share it. Okay, they've done this really nice thing for you, so it's just good etiquette, people. So anyway, do that. And something else you can do is also take part in challenges. Now, I do love a challenge. I have several of my own which I created. So I've got like the blog audit challenge. I've got the social media challenge, which again is an audit type challenge. I also have a reading challenge. I've got the clock reading challenge. But I also participate in other reading challenges and things as well. So I'm like, for example, I'm doing the A to Z reading challenge again this year. But anyway, so when you have these challenges, there's generally, like in my case, I have monthly link ups so that people can link up their posts and interact about their progress so far in the challenges. There's also hashtags that go with it. So if they want to talk about it and connect by social media, they can. But then also, like for the A to Z reading challenge, there is a Facebook group for it, and also that as well, you can share and connect with people on the various different social media challenges using the hashtags for it and stuff. But it's a great way because you're all doing the same challenge, you have the same goals. So for example, with the A to Z reading challenge, if maybe someone's struggling to find a book for a certain letter, then you can reach out and be like, hey, I read this one and it was quite good, or maybe you might want to try this one, or you can help each other out. It's a great way to start connecting. You can talk about the books that you've been reading and stuff as well. You've automatically got that common ground that makes it easier to start that conversation. Okay, so as you can see, there's lots of different ways that even the introverts among us can get started with networking and can get out of their comfort zone. So depending on how comfortable or uncomfortable you feel reaching out to people and everything, there's these various different things that you can do to take that first step. And by doing like the smaller stuff, that might actually help you to then do like the bigger steps later on and things as well. But the most important thing is to remember you are not the only one struggling with this. Everybody does. So keep that in mind, and then maybe you won't care quite so much. That's the plan anyway. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. Again, if you want, you can go over to joleynstore.com where you can find the full written article that I did about this, which has all the different stops down. So in case that's easier for you, it's all broken down and each one is explained. I also have lots of other content over there. So if you're looking for blog post ideas, or maybe you want to do a quiz about a book or something, I have some of those as well. I have reviews and all sorts of other bookish blogging related stuff over there, so go check it out. You want to. Anyway, that's it for today. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and leave a comment down below as well, because I would love to know what is the thing that you struggle with most about networking and stuff. If you have your own tips to share about how you can get out of that comfort zone and how you connect with people. Maybe you have a really good story to share about how maybe you were an introvert and then you did something and it changed everything or whatever. So please leave a comment down below and let me know what you did. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.